Gas flaring has been illegal in Nigeria since 1984, yet the country still ranks among the top 10 gas flaring countries. And in this report, our correspondent Joseph Kunde visits some communities worst hit by gas flaring in Bayelsa.
The Niger Delta is a petroleum-rich region and has been the center of international concern over pollution that has resulted principally from major oil spills. Aside from the obvious problem with the spills, gas flares are common sights, especially in Bahrain, Ikpetiama, Polaku, and their neighboring communities of Bayelsa State. I visited the community where the paramount ruler, King Bubare Dakolo, speaks of how the area was before gas flaring started about 15 years ago.
Well, it's been around here for like 15 years, non-stop, so to speak, every day, every night. Red hot flames, especially in the night when the operators of the facility perceive that there will be nobody coming to watch them. Then they increase it. It is a projected flare. It is about 60 meters off the surface of the earth. And so its polluting effect can go as far as 50 kilometers from here, radius, So it is polluting not just this town, but the entire Bayelsa State and Delta State and even River State. That is how devastating the effect is. So all of the plants you see have unusual level of poison in them. And for those who are not having the natural sufficient resistance, so to speak, to survive it, get poisoned even in just eating what you normally eat as a human being from this part of the world.
Nigeria reduced flaring by 70% between 2000 and 2020, according to the International Energy Agency, as a result of tougher penalties and incentives to capture and sell the gas. But these days, it seems the sanctions are no longer yielding much fruits.
The shale has gotten so rich in the last 70 years that they have more money than even the government of Nigeria. They are the ones that pay the government. So they are richer than any community. They are richer than any kingdom. So they use those monies to get all the SANs of this world and consider any complaint of yours as an infraction, as an attempt towards stopping oil exploration. So if you have the best PR persons in the world working for Shell, how can the community be a match? How can even Bayelsa State be a match? The government of Nigeria, the federal government in particular, and of course bodies like yours, the press, to expose all of these atrocities to the world so that the civilized world will be shy because they are pretending not to know, meanwhile they know.
In Polaku, during the raining season, the rainwater is visibly black. It has also corroded the zinc roofs.
Since the beginning of this gas flare, we cannot make use of our rainwater. Why? Because immediately after the rain, we experience carbon. Even the river water, we still experience the same carbons. So we cannot make use of our river water even. When you look at our jinx today, it's also affected. Even when we are sleeping, our glasses, when the flare is on, you'll be hearing noise.
Exposure to air pollutants released by gas flaring has been linked to cancer and lung damage, as well as neurological and productive problems.
As we no get hospital now, when headache come, we don't die. Now because of this water where we they drink, they give us this headache, they give us belly pain, they give us cancer sickness. So that is why we they die anyhow. So we're gonna come stop our cry. Come look the community, come help us. If not, we're gonna come carry on a pipe because we they die. This our area. We know they stay rich 100 years.
Something needs to be done to improve the living conditions in these communities.
There will be a time people can rise. The community will no longer sit down and suck their mouth and be watching people dying. Anything can happen. Okay, let's go and die. Since we are all dying now, I am now on behalf of the community pleading to federal government and also the companies operating here to make things quicker.
Although gas flaring was officially banned in 1984, and with promises made by the federal government to tackle the problem, new data shows that gas flaring has even gone up, leaving many questions begging for answers. Joseph Kunde, TVC News, Ikpetiama, Bayelsa State.